Welcome again, Maxim here, and in this video I will show you what has been introduced to the game with the Dante Unbound update. New Warframe, missions, many quality of life changes, reworks, rebalances, but also some nerfs. And all this with another portion of new skins. Let's get started. A new Warframe, Dante, a scribe who kills enemies with his powerful book, Noctua. There are two ways to get his blueprints. First, purchase it from Lloyd in Sanctum Anatomica, paying with a new resource, Vessel Capillaries. You will get it on the new disruption on demos. On normal mode, each defended point you get from 2 to 4, on the steel path from 5 to 7, values not affected by boosters. Watch out for the Grasslings, so they don't steal your keys. In this new mission, you will also have a chance to get Dante's blueprints as a reward from Achieved Rotation, which is the second way to obtain it, as well as parts for the two new Incarnon weapons, Melee Ruvox and the Arm Cannon Onos. To access this mission, you must complete Whispers in the Walls and Deadlock Protocol missions. The Disruption themselves have received minor audiovisual improvements to make it easier to track down crucial enemies. Another new weapon is the Dex Nikana for the game's 11th anniversary, which will be given to every player who just log in before the end of 2024. The second new mode is Deep Archimedea. However, it has not been added to the game yet. To ensure that this mode arrives in the best possible condition, DE has delayed its release a little bit. Look out for the hotfix in the first week of April. This mode will be similar to the sortie. 3 missions to play and special rewards. To play it, you need to spend 2 out of 5 weekly Netracell keys. But unlike sortie, you have to play these missions in one go. You do not return to the Arbiter between each of them. The rewards are up to 6 items from a special pool. Their quantity depends on the number of research points. You increase them by taking the equipment for the mission suggested by Lloyd, and by selecting special modifiers that make the game more difficult. The prize pool will be similar to one on Netracell's, but the drop tables on the Netracell have been changed. Arcanes that could be obtained from other sources are no longer a possible drop there. Other rewards have higher drop chances now. You gain access to the Deep Archimedea at rank 5 in Cavia Syndicate. The Cavia itself received 15 new rooms and some records in the Tailset map generator. Some Warframe's abilities have been more or less changed. For instance, Inaros was completely reworked. The first skill received only functional fixes. The second one is Sandstorm. It moves faster and depends on the ability duration. Instead of scattering enemies around the map, it holds them above Inaros, and each enemy held replenishes Inaros life. Third skill creates additional armor by sacrificing health. That armor absorbs applied statuses. Its value scales with the ability strength. The fourth skill is Scarab Swarm, which deals damage equal to 10% of Inaros life every second as a corrosive damage. Enemies killed this way turn into Sand Cavats, a maximum of 3, or 5 with an augment, which attack on their own. Their attacks cause Swarm to attack targeted enemies. Additionally, if you die as Inaros, he changes into Sarcophagus. To resurrect yourself, you must hit opponents with the Sand Inaros. Enough hits will get you back on your feet, but the more times you get fallen, the more accurate hits you have to make. About other Warframes, Mirage Eclipse has been changed. Previously, the effect of this skill depended on whether you were standing in the light or not. Now, to have a damage reduction effect, tap the skill button, and to increase your damage, hold it. Gara's passive ability is no longer light dependent also. Back to the Mirage. Eclipse implemented into other Warframes via Helmeth system now has changed stats. Previously, the weapon damage bonus base was 150%. This value has been brutally reduced to 30%. If you have also used Nourish on other Warframes through the Helmeth system, you should know that this skill has currently lowered statistics as well. The energy gain multiplier has been reduced from ×2 to ×1.6. and the viral damage bonus has been reduced from 75 to 45%. Other aspects are unchanged. This only applies to helmet version of the skill. Loki's skills have been changed too. Decoy's health and shields are now equal to 15% of the value of the mobs within 15 meters. This stats scales with ability strength and range. Teleport, on the other hand, has no additional animation after using the skill, so you are not stopped in place after using it. And you also receive a 50% movement speed bonus for 5 seconds. These values scale with ability strength and duration. Loki's invisibility can be visually edited in your arsenal. You may also edit this on other characters: Ashe, Voruna, Octavia and Ivara. And the last thing about changes in Warframes. 11 new augments have been released for Excalibur Umbra, Loki, Neja, Baruch, Chroma, Yareli, Nidus, Citrin, Lavos, Kullervo and Styanaax. The latter one also got a new skin, inspired by Aztec culture. There are also new Tenno skins. And you will find 3 new Voidshell skins on the market for Loki, Banshee and Necros. Other interesting changes and news: Archon Shard Fusion. Now you can combine 3 regular Archon shards into 1 Tau. Additionally, Archon's weekly shop has been moved from Chipper to Kavia. Bounties on Zariman and Kavia now have the Steel Path mission variant. In addition, in these locations, and also on Lua, you can encounter a new type of Void Fissure missions, Omnia. There you can use a relic from any era except Requiem. To have access to these locations, you must have completed story missions related to them: the War Within, Angels of Zariman and Whispers in the Walls. In the Orbiter and on the relays, you can use the new fast travel option from the gear wheel button, Q by default. Plus some news for less advanced players. A huge number of improvements and facilitations have been introduced to the early game stages. Among others, obtaining the first amp, junctions and main story quest changes. Many aspects of the game have been also visually improved to make it easier and clearer. And the lighting in the game has also been improved, and it looks amazing. And that's all in this video. If you are interested in the full list of changes and new features, check the link in the description of this video. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section or visit one of my streams on Twitch. Link is also in the description. See you next time. Bye.